Resources are limited in Marvel Strike Force. I can't build up every single character I want. MrHartgrave, I know you can't build up all the characters you want. So in this video, we are talking about some necessary characters that you're probably gonna need at the end game so you can save some of your resources, avoid putting a ton of resources into these other characters, and we don't agree on our pick. So we will discuss and you guys could choose which you think are the most necessary characters in Marvel Strike Force. And if you're ready for that, MrHartgrave, tell them what to do.
Vote for Valley and let's go smash it!
Ah, yeah. I love it.
ValleyFlyin.
Oh, what is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. Today, I am joined by Loki, and I'm acting as the Punisher today, and we're gonna help you to streamline your roster. The resources are very limited. You cannot build up every single character, every single team, and so we're gonna help save you some time. If you're at the mid game, if you're approaching that end game status, don't have all these characters build up, we're gonna try to streamline this process for you. You have some picks, I have some picks. There's some picks we agree on, there's some picks that we don't agree on, and that's fine. So let's get into the discussion. Now, if this is your first time here, guys, check me out on some of these other platforms, social media, YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, hit that like button so you get notified as soon as a new Marvel Strike Force or Marvel Future Revolution video is up on this channel. But MrHartgrave, are you ready? Are you ready to discuss these different characters that people should be building at this point?
Yeah, always ready to talk about this. I think it's very important to plan ahead now more than ever, really, especially that they threw down so many requirements to have ISO level 5 on characters. Oof. I feel like a good deal of our rosters has just been sidelined because of that.
Yeah, it's not as fun. We don't have as much choice just to build these characters for fun, build as many side projects. And both of us are doing pretty well in the Doom raids as far as our lines. You're in Doom 1, I'm in Doom Normal, and you guys are smashing it there. So let's talk about this in the frame of Doom raids, because the way I build my roster, arena first, then the raids. And at that point, when you have those two things settled, that's when I feel that you could expand and focus on some of these other teams to help you in war offense, war defense, and of course, eventually you're gonna need a lot of characters for Blitz and all these other game modes. But if you're looking at just from a streamlined perspective, what are the characters that you could skip? Let's start by going with these Doom raid traits, and let's start with skill. Now, this is my skill roster right here. And there's a couple characters that we agree are going to be valuable in the end game, and you should put your resource in this. Characters we agree on: Kestrel, no brainer. Dual tag character is going to help you in a couple different lanes in the Doom raids, skill and tech. Yeah, so no brainer there. Who's another character that you like?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would say Kestrel is 100% good. I got a duo for my pick. That would be Gamora and Moondragon.
All right, you know what? I think I gotta agree with you there. I'm using Gamora by herself in the Doom raids in the skill section, and as if you could get enough turns to get her into that charged state, that empowered state. Rex nerds on the enemy team, so I'd have to agree with that Gamora pick. And just seeing what Moondragon does, I think I gotta agree with you on that Moondragon pick. I think those three are going to be very important, not just in the raids, but they're going to be the big bad arena team. So your investment, at least until the next meta starts, is not going to be wasted into those two characters. The other two characters that I had for a skill, Zemo, I think is very important right now. Before this Infinity Watch team, I'm using him in arena every single day. Real-time arena is going to give you a lot of picks, and in these Doom raids, that skill, that ability block on his ultimate, very, very important. And Night Nurse, probably, there's not a lot of options for healers in the skill tag. She's the only person that's going to add the sustain to your team. What do you think about those two final picks for skill?
Yeah, those are very good. I agree with that as well. But I would add something. I've added something extra, and I think you should too, given the shirt you're wearing. How about our man Punisher right here?
Oh, I love Punisher, but I don't know how much value he adds in Marvel Strike Force. So sell me or sell the audience on why Punisher. This guy is very easy to gear up. A lot of people have taken him in to Dark Dimension 4, got him to gear 15, and then been very disappointed. Why? What are people missing? What are they missing about Punisher? Are they not using it correctly? Do they not have built correctly? Or what is your take on Punisher?
Yeah, I actually just put out a video on this I put a couple videos on this on why you should build Punisher, and specifically over Elektra. Our Mystic choices are very crowded. I cannot suggest putting level 5 ISO on Elektra. However, I would, for myself and many others, suggest taking Shadowlands to tier 15, to ISO level 5, with Punisher as a replacement for Elektra.
Okay, so putting Punisher on that team. And is that more for war, or is that more for these Doom raids?
For war, it's a fantastic war offense team, and also just to help out with upcoming city challenges.
Okay.
As we know, we're having these ISO level 5 daily challenges coming up, and he's very good for that. And when you're thinking about like Dark Dimension 5, what's going to be there? Having Punisher, who can potentially give all your city hero characters extra damage, is going to hold value as the game progresses.
All right, I think we're going to have to agree to disagree on this pick. I'd rather put my ISO into my symbiotes. I'm going to put my ISO into my symbiotes, and hopefully one day I have that justification for building the Punisher. But that's good. Let me know what you guys. There's a couple backup picks as well. Some of these old Black Order characters, Proxima and Corvus, are a good pick. I don't even have Black Widow built up. That's how valuable she is for me. Red Guardian is probably the best tank in the game right now, although we don't know when Sam Wilson will be released, the new version of Captain America. So that may be the one replacing. But as far as what I could do in the skill right now, Red Guardian serves my needs. So I don't know if I'm going to need Captain Sam for current content, but maybe future content. We'll have to see on this. But let's move on. Let's move on from
to the side for Sam. That's another big suggestion. Anticipate coming characters and hold resources for them.
Yes, so Captain Sam is one that's been data mined. Doesn't mean he's going to be released next patch. We did see Red Skull data mined for about 1.5 years before he got to the game. So if you put resources aside and they don't come in the next patch, use them on something that's going to give you value right now. Let's talk about bio. There's a few bio characters that are worth mentioning. Obviously, the symbiotes. If you just use them as a full team, they're going to give you a lot of value. But if we have to limit it to just 5, there's an interesting pick that you have on this one, right? Who is your other pick besides the symbiotes for bio?
I think something universally that's going to be better than like Venom. I think Venom is your weakest symbiote, and if you run symbiotes without Venom, you're probably not missing too much. I would put
you have ran them as a 4-piece. We talked about this before. You've ran a 4-piece, and even without Venom, they're still as effective in the Doom raids, right?
Yeah, they're still good on the Doom raids. Okay. They're still good in Dark Dimension 4 as just a 4-piece. They operate just fine.
They're good. They're not as good. But yeah, if you're saving resources, you don't need the best possible. You just you might struggle a little for time-wise. But who's the 5th if you're taking Venom out?
Phyla-Vell. Infinity Watch is a fantastic team, and it's going to hold value all year.
Very, very good pick. And that goes with my philosophy as well. She's going to be an arena character. She's going to be a very dominant arena character. Invest in arena first. So I don't think I could disagree with you on Phyla-Vell. I haven't tested that at 4-piece because Moondragon comes out tonight. As far as their normal offers, not those crazy 800 core offers, but Moondragon's coming out tonight. Just as a 3-piece though, this team is wrecking right now with just Phyla-Vell like this. Other characters besides Venom that you might want to consider, Black Bolt and Yo-Yo, possibly, maybe as not your 5th, but maybe as your 6th or 7th pick down the line, something like that, because Black Bolt has an awesome synergy with Kestrel. So yes, he's going to give you some value. His burp, I think, is one of the best things that he does. But yeah, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Anti-Venom, Carnage, I think that is the best 3. Adding Scream in there for the relatively easy cost is very good. But yeah, you got some options. I cannot disagree with Phyla-Vell though, but you got some other backups like Venom, Black Bolt, and Yo-Yo that you might want to consider if you don't have some of these characters unlocked. Let's move on. I don't think there's too much disagreement in bio. Let's move on to tech, because we were talking beforehand. There's some big disagreements in the tech section. So let's get some of the no-brainers out of the way. Dr. Doom. If once you unlock him in Dark Dimension 4, he's a character that you should bring up, just like Kestrel has those double tags. Tech and Mystic, you're not going to go wrong with Dr. Doom. Doc Ock, another great pick that we both agree on. Very good. And we talked about Kestrel with those dual tags. Oh, all right. Well, Dr. Doom and Kestrel, I know we're agreeing on. Who else do you have? What is your Doc Ock? What is your reasoning against Doc Ock?
Yeah, I just don't have. I have enough city characters in my plan, so
Okay.
I don't need like another. However, he is legendary, and the pool of legendary characters is very small. I do have a legendary to kind of replace him in my plan, though.
Okay.
He's the one who's kind of least valuable to me. The legendary that I might consider above Dr. Octopus would be Shuri.
Why is that? For healing or just the cost, the different classes? Why is Shuri over Doc Ock? Because I'm not seeing the value in Shuri.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was about to skip her for Dark Dimension 4, but then I ended up taking her in. And just her ability to feed energy to some of these stronger characters is probably going to last a little longer than what Dr. Octopus does as the year progresses.
All right, we may have to agree to disagree on this one. I do like Doc Ock. He's got a bunch of regenerations that he does with his special, in addition to summoning Shocker. His ultimate flips along with some big damage, and he's a high sustained character. In Dark Dimension 4, he was eating up a lot of the shots, protecting the rest of my other legendaries with that Invisible Woman special. He's the one that's getting targeted, taking a lot of stuff. So I think Doc Ock is very valuable in these tech lanes. Also found him very valuable in the Doom raids as well. Minerva, I just brought her up to ISO level 5 using her, and honestly, I'm not getting much use out of her special or ultimate, but her passive was really making me, which really changed the lanes, that sustain that we're getting from her passive. Two other characters that I don't know if we agree on. One is Ghost. Ghost, I agree, is a very good character. I don't have her, as you can see, I don't have her in level 5 ISO 8, so she's not in my Doom raid plans right now, and I'm still getting through it with these 4 characters, but Ghost is a character that you like because of that ultimate, that percent-based heal that didn't get nerfed in this past health steal mechanic thing, right?
I like their commitment to not nerfing old characters. That's one of the few good things that they've stuck to. Early on, the conversation was 3 years ago, hey, we're going to nerf Quake and Black Widow. And
they had so much backlash. They learned, I think. There's so much backlash from that.
Which is amazing. It's a good reason to get upset about things. Sometimes they listen. So Ghost, not only for her ultimate, but her basic is also incredible.
The speed, yeah. I forgot about that.
She can really do a lot with that as far as control over certain raid nodes.
All right, so my big argument against Ghost, she's a controller. There's a lot of really good controllers, especially for the Doom raids, and I'd rather use my ISO 8 on some of these other characters that we're talking about with the controller tag rather than Ghost. Later on, once these characters are done, once I have my Doom raid set, I might go back and do Ghost, but...
Let's talk about blasters then.
Oh, this blaster, all right. All right, so let's address the big elephant in the room. Ultron and Doom on the same team. They summon. There's only 10 spots. What are you guys? Are you running in the same lane together? Are you running them on the same team with success?
I've done that. I mean, I also leave Dr. Doom off and just run Ultron with, Shuri and Ghost and Kestrel and Minerva, and it works just. But you can run them together. I mean, Dr. Doom tends to blow up his bots. Ultron really only keeps 3 running at a time, in my experience. And
if you get lucky with that, you could have a full team of Ultrons and just feeding them energy and regen and health and all that. Ultron's very good. His bots are better.
A full field of Ultron bots.
You could. So what is your argument for Ultron? He's very expensive. He's very expensive. His bots take up a lot of space. If his cooldowns aren't set up, he's not very good. But when everything runs right. Sell me on Ultron. Sell me on putting the resources into Ultron, because I didn't get it. I don't have any red stars on him. You do. Some people say it's very disappointing, but you think the red stars on Ultron are very, very much worth it. What is your hot take? Sell this to me. See if you can convince me or the audience.
I can't remember what I told you off camera last time we were talking about Ultron. I wish I could. But I know I convinced you after we were done. At least I thought I did until I look at the red stars that you're lacking.
I don't have the red stars yet. I mean, I don't have the dark promotion credits yet. He will be the first. When I get one, I'll put a star on him. But I'm not rushing. So sell me on him, bro. Sell me on him.
I believe my best point on this is when they release the 4th red star, when they release the 5th red star, how long is it going to take you to catch up to where I'm at? From where you're at.
A while, but they have not said that. So this is more of a future pick. Okay.
All my stuff is long term. I don't think short term about anything, and that's why I'm ahead.
Oh, and one interesting point: you're already doing everything that you need to do in the game, so you're looking for the future with a lot of your picks. And if you're looking for the future, I guess you can. But if we're looking to save resources, I don't know if we need to plan that hard for the future. So let me know. Let me know what you get. Is there hold on. Any other arguments for Ultron before we move on?
All right. My other argument for Ultron is that I'm a good player and I know how to use him.
Oh, jeez.
So that really helps out a lot. When you're every turn, you need to kill someone with Ultron. If you're not killing a character every turn with Ultron, if you don't have that level of control, and Ghost will help give you that level of control, because you can slow someone down that was going to go. You have to really pay attention to turn meters and what you're doing. Ultron sucks if you're going to play on auto. It's not going to work out for you.
I can't play
if
on
you
auto
really
anymore.
pay turn meters, really controlling health amounts, Ultron can be an amazing character.
Okay. So yeah, let me know if he's sold you. I'm gonna be working on him slowly in the background after some of these other more important characters are done. Also, in addition to the tunes we mentioned, also Nebula. She may be the most skippable member of the Infinity Watch, but she's still a member of the Infinity Watch. So you don't want to totally skip out on Nebula because they're going to be the dominant arena team.
You have her at 6 red, so I mean that's another thing I would consider too. Like if I have Nebula at 6 red, she'd probably be on my plan.
Okay. So yeah, so plans change based on the RNG luck that you get in this game, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. That would be a consideration. I would change things up for something like that.
Okay. Let me know which tech characters you guys like the best, guys. Let me know who sold you the best. Let's move on to Mystic. I think we agreed on a lot of the Mystic characters here as well. So I don't know how interesting this part's going to be, but wait till we get the Mutants, guys. Mutants gets very messy. All right, Doom, no-brainer. Silver Surfer, no-brainer. No need for discussion. Let's discuss the rest. I think Maw is a no-brainer, and Thanos I've already had done. So, I mean, it just makes sense to build them. These guys are getting me through Mystic right now. Who else do you think we need? I mean, do you think we need Loki? Even with his presidential suit, do we need Loki?
No, we do not.
So you're dressed like Loki. You can't recommend Loki. I'm dressed like Punisher. I can't recommend Punisher. Where is this video going?
I don't know, man. We can't even build. That's where we're at now.
Who else do we have for Mystic? Oh, hold on. I know we did agree on this guy. This guy is not unlocked yet. He's not in the game yet. This is going to be a game changer. And I don't know how much of an impact he's going to make to the Infinity Watch because as a 4-piece, they're already smashing everything. So I don't even know if you need Adam Warlock to smash everything with the Infinity Watch. He's just going to smash things more. So I think that's it. Hela, I do like, but again, the big problem with Hela, she's a controller. She's going to use up a lot of your controller ISOs. So, you later after a lot of other characters. Any other Mystics that we got to discuss before we get to this controversial mutant section?
This is good. I mean, my guilty picks, like once again, like you get 5 of each trait, 5 bio, 5 mystic, 5 mutant, 5 skill, 5 tech. That's kind of what they told us in the previous blog post with these daily challenges that are coming out.
Yeah.
I think for me, I can sustain like 5 more. So I put him into Mystic, Moon Knight and White Tiger. Taking Shadowlands up to like the next level for me is something I want to do. Maybe it's not the best move. I know it's going to hold value all year as a war attack team, and that is my value.
Right. White Tiger, I agree. Moon Knight. The big problem is this right here.
Yeah, that's
Gravitonium, same unique thing as Graviton, Yellow Jacket, but more importantly, the Dad Bros need that stuff. So I guess if you have the Dad Bros done. Moon Knight, White Tiger can be later, but yeah, White Tiger was going to be kind of a backup pick for me as well. But Moon Knight, if you have the Dad Bros done, I think. All right. Well, you ready? You're ready for this? Because we're pretty much in agreement on most things. This is where we have some heavy disagreements, though.
The good characters are good.
Yeah, the good characters are good. Tech and Mutant is where I think we have the biggest disagreement.
Mutant character, meta characters are meta, and you should build them. That's not very controversial, but the thing is, you can't build other things now. You can only build the latest and greatest, best stuff, even at low star values, because you're going to not have what you need by the time you build them up, 4 months down the line. Playing short term is going to really set you back now more than ever.
Yeah, and I agree, But again, you're kind of in a different place than some of the players out there. You have everything set. If you don't have your arena team, go for that right away. Skip everything else. If you don't have a raid team, use some of these recommendations to get your raid team set and worry about right now. But if you're right now you're set, these are all right.
But on that note, I wouldn't necessarily build Black Order right now. Like if Black
Order's not now. Black Order was last meta. The meta now is the Dad Bros and Zemo, Emma, and Silver Surfer, Kestrel. Those Doom. Those are in the meta right now.
You build that, or would you move over to Infinity Watch at this point?
I would start to go Infinity Watch right now because we know that they're going to be in the future. You don't go with the meta right now. Go with what's coming in the future. We know Infinity Watch is going to be the meta. That's where I would build right now.
What you're saying is the immediate future. I work a little bit further future.
Got it.
Yeah, immediate future is a good point.
Yeah. All right. So agreement. Let's get these characters out of the way. Jubilee, awesome. Yeah. Bishop, awesome. Especially if you pair them together. They're not as good on their own, but paired together, they are dominant. And so are the Dad Bros. Shatterstar, Longshot, not as good on their own when you pair them together. Very, very good. And if I had to pick my fifth, I really like Emma, but I like that synergy with the Axemen, so I'm going to go with Beast here for my fifth. But other backup characters, Emma fits in there, and the rest of the Axemen, the rest of the X Factor to unlock Adam Warlock. Who do you have as your top five? Obviously, Jubilee, Bishop, and the Dad Bros. Who rounds out your top five for you?
I mean, I don't disagree with Beast and Emma. I think they're fantastic situationally. Those two I might build. However, my picks for those two slots would be Phoenix. And I still think that she holds value. I think Phoenix is a very overpowered character who I assume will still hold up in Dark Dimension 5. And I know for most of the player base, for Dark Dimension 1, 2, 3, and 4, Phoenix is invaluable for all of those. So she's a character that has value now.
Maybe not as much 2, because you're gonna have to use some refreshes whenever she dies on 2. But on 4, you're not getting it through a lot of stuff on a daily basis anyway, so not as. Here's my problem with Phoenix. She's a controller. There's a controller ISO 8 is very, very rare, and as you can see, she's only ISO 8 class level 1. All these stat bonuses right here, these affect Phoenix and Dark Phoenix. Anything from these individual ISO 8 does not affect Dark Phoenix at all. So that is the big argument against red stars for her. That's the big argument against high level ISO 8. Sell me on why I should be putting the valuable controller ISO 8 on Phoenix. What is in? Are we talking more for future, long-term future, or more immediate future, or right now? Where's your love on Phoenix right now?
It would be hard for me to recommend it for you, given that you have her at 1, and given what you're saying too, like the red stars and the ISO not really carrying over to Dark Phoenix is quite a bit of a problem. Something I wish they would address, as I found using her at a high level. I find that I'm lacking in that ISO. However, I still think she's a very strong character. I find her uses are in the arena. She often pops up in the arena from time to time. In the meta. I haven't
seen her for a while.
I saw her for a good couple of months, just a few weeks ago.
Recently with the current meta. Okay, not so much meta once Infinity Watch comes out, but current meta once in a while. Okay.
Yeah. And people shutting her down pretty hard right now, but she's so good. They had to ban her from they had to totally change the Dark Dimensions layout for her. I just feel like that's still going to hold some value in the coming year.
I think for Dark Dimension 5, whenever that comes out, whenever that's stuff. I think at that time it may be appropriate to work on Phoenix unless they have some specific counters for her in that new Dark Dimension. You know, they already started to counter her in Dark Dimension 4 by making legendary sections and not allowing her to global. So who knows what kind of counters. So I would hold off on investing Phoenix, because if you can't kill her, she's not going to give you that benefit. And you know, if she's too strong, it's hard to kill normal Phoenix and get that Dark Phoenix to pop.
I changed my mind on Phoenix, but it's fair because I kind of changed your mind on Ultron, so we're kind of even.
All right. So there we go. Those are the picks, guys. Some we agree on, some we still disagree on. But let me know what you guys think. Who are your most valuable characters that you're going to build up right now, either for the current meta, for the next meta, or way long term? I know your thinking is a little more long term, more future than I am. I'm thinking more like right now in the immediate future. So I guess it depends where you are in your roster, what you currently are missing, where your red stars on. So a lot of these picks are going to be subjective, but let me know whose picks you like better. Here's your mind. Loki or Punisher? Let me know. He's looking for those votes. He's looking for his constituents. He wants those votes from you. But don't fall into the trap. Vote for the Valley Club. Vote for Punisher, guys. MrHartgrave, it is always a pleasure, my friend. I love your hot takes. You got a bunch of hot takes all the time. Let me know. Is there anything that you want to promote, shamelessly promote before you go, or just let everybody know where they can find you if not?
Yeah, you bet. You can find me on YouTube. Just search MrHartgrave. Also on Twitch every Wednesdays and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do a Twitch stream that goes until people go home. So I go all
right. Nice. Oh. And do you want to wait for the surprise, or you want to tell everybody what is in store as far as what you ordered, what is coming?
Oh yes, yes. I will be completing this costume. You should see it on an upcoming thumbnail, perhaps tonight. So make sure you subscribe to my channel.
I want to see those horns, brother. I want to see those horns. Right. All right, man. It is always a pleasure. Before you go, you know what we do here, right?
That's right.
Give me that whole fist bump, baby. Where is it? There. No, wrong way. Right there it is. No, right in the center. Right in the center. Right there. There it is. Yes. Oh, fist bump, ValleyFlyin and Hartgrave. Out, brother. Always a pleasure. And check out my social media. Check out some of my other videos. Twitter, I'm on there all the time. And check out some of the sponsors. Amazon Coins, BlueStacks, all that awesome stuff, guys. And I'll see you next time.